here we are, back to using regular expressions to find those pointy bits. And I'm actually going to show you a way to do this without using regular expressions at the end, but it's a very manual and cumbersome process. It's really a lot easier if we embrace the regular expression. So let's just start with that. So we have this text that we can call from opening and reading this bit. I can go here and when I run, let me run this mad.py with the inputs and the fox. And let's just take this. This is our text. And I'm going to play with this in the REPL. I'm going to say text is equal to this string, which here I show in the book is the same as opening that and reading and R stripping, which is what we've got. So we're going to try to find an angle bracket. Let's just start off with one. So I'm going to need to import the RE module to do that. And I can say re.search. Now search, there's re.search and there's re.match. Match always starts from the beginning of the string, which is not what we want. We want search. As a general rule, I tend to use search, and if I want an expression to be anchored, I'll use the caret for the beginning of the string and the $sign for the end, and I'll just include that in my regular expression. I tend to use just search. So if we're looking for a literal left, less than sign, left bracket, left angle bracket, we can just note that as a character like that. This doesn't have any sort of meta character implications. It's a literal left bracket. And I can say if I'm looking for that in text, whoops, a little bit of a syntax error there. We see that it matches. It matches from it matches in text from 10 to 11. So I have to go 10 to 12, right? Oh, no, so 10 to 11. So if we use that span from 10 to 11, we see that is exactly the character that it's matching. And so we can see right here, it's matching this at character 10. That's cool. All right, so we found one. How do we find everything until the other match? So in regular expressions, the dot means anything at all, any character, and we can say plus for one or more, and we can say the right angle bracket, and we think that should work. Wow, that actually matched a lot. It matched from, let's see, let me make this a little wider. It matched from position index 10 all the way to index 64, almost the end of the string. It matched from here all the way to, let's see, let me run that again, and to the lazy this and that. And let's look at text again. So it did not match what we expected. So that's not going to work. The reason why it did is because that is a greedy match. So the regular expression engine, and this is pretty much universal for regular expression engines, is that the matching operators for plus, which means one or more, or star, which means 0 or more, they're going to go to they're going to match as many characters as possible. So it's going until the last character that it can find instead of stopping at the first character that we want. We can make it non-greedy by adding a question mark after that modifier. So it's plus question mark now. And now it finds adjective. It finds exactly what we want. So what we're trying to find is this piece here. And that's what we can do with this regular expression. It's a non-greedy match. So hopefully that makes sense. It might be nice to be a little more specific about what can come in the middle. And so I'd really like to specify that there can be no other left or right brackets inside of there. And so instead of dot, I can create a character class with the square brackets. And I can create a character class of the left and right brackets by putting those inside the character class. And then if I want to describe anything that's not those characters, I can negate that class with a caret, so a complement of that. And this is still going to match exactly what we want, but it's just being a little more precise. And later I'll show you why we would want to do that. But this is a way of describing a left angle bracket. Anything that's not a left or right angle bracket one or more of those spanning to the end. So that is, now, the next thing is, oh no, actually I have it right here. What if we had the text foo, bar, baz like this? If we go back and run this on, let's use that text right there. Let me take that. And if I run this on the text, foo, bar, baz, then you see that it matches this left angle bracket, then another left angle bracket, then the word bar, then the right angle bracket. Whereas if I run this on foo, bar, baz, it actually matches the bar uh, in the correct set of balanced braces, which is what we want. So this is a stricter way of matching. So just understanding that that's what I want to get across there. Um, so the next thing I'm showing here, is that we want to add parentheses so that we can capture these patterns. I actually want to capture the whole pattern, and then I want to capture the bits that are inside that. So I can capture the whole pattern. Let me go back and run it with text. I can capture the whole pattern by putting parentheses around this, and I'll show you why I want to do that. It's because I'm going to be using the find all. I'm going to change that from search to find all, and then it finds all of the patterns. That's fantastic. It's so nice and easy. And so if I create an additional one here, and there are many ways I could go about doing this, but I want to show you how you can nest these patterns. I can also capture the middle one, and now what happens is that instead of getting a list of the individual strings, I get a list of tuples. And those tuples have the groups inside of them. So when there's only one group, you're just going to get the strings, the outside ones. But when there's more than one group for each pattern that's matching, it's going to give you those groups, which is just super handy. So here I'm getting adjective inside the angle brackets and then also the bit in the middle. Now, there's nothing stopping me from just using this one, and when I want to say give me an adjective, to just simply extract that, maybe using a string slice, which we were working on before in the scrambler, to get everything from the first up to the last character. You could do that, but for this I just wanted to show you what it looks like if you nest these and then use find all. You get this list of tuples, which is just really handy. Okay, so the reason why I want to do this is so that I can ask the user, give me an adjective, and I want to just be able to use adjective. But I'm also going to need the whole tag because I'm going to want to replace that. And in the next video, I'll talk about that.